Right now at noon, a streetlight project update as the city of Joplin wants to shed some light on crime fighting in the community.
And temperatures are warming up across the area. We're going to be above normal today and really above normal the next few days. A look at that forecast is coming up.
Plus, authorities in Miami investigate vandalism targeting American flags.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A fatal crash on US 60 in Granby claims the life of a Missouri man. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. Now, it happened last night on the west side of Granby at US 60 and City Road Limit. A westbound vehicle was passing an uninvolved vehicle on a hill crest when a semi-tractor trailer came over the hill, striking the semi-tractor trailer head on. Both of the vehicles involved burst into flames. Now, the driver of the westbound vehicle, Nathaniel McGamish of Pierce City, suffered serious injuries and was rushed to a Springfield hospital via helicopter. The passenger, Sean McGamish, also of Pierce City, was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the semi-tractor trailer was unharmed. The MSHP's Major Crash Investigation Unit is investigating the crash. Well, a fire truck and pickup truck collide in Newton County. The crash occurred yesterday afternoon on Zebra Road, 2 miles south of Fairview. The Freightliner fire truck was on its way to another crash with its lights and siren on as it made its way through an intersection. Now, the pickup truck failed to yield to the fire truck as it entered the intersection and struck the emergency vehicle. The driver of the pickup and a juvenile passenger received minor injuries. However, a female passenger suffered serious injuries. All 3 have been transported to Mercy Joplin. Now let's check in with Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we've still got some clouds out there. We had that dense fog this morning, so mostly cloudy skies across the region. You can see from the MoDOT camera, 20th and Range Line in Joplin. Our camera downtown Pittsburgh getting some sunshine in between the clouds, and these clouds will continue to gradually decrease as we head through the rest of the afternoon into the evening. Started yesterday at 65, made it to 87, so we're already above normal, and we could be getting close to record highs in the next few days. We'll talk about that a little later. Not that we want to, but we're going to have to. 82 in Joplin right now, though. 79 in Pittsburgh and around the region, warming up slowly but surely. Upper 70s and low 80s, and you saw our highs right about this point. We're going to go above that today, reaching into the upper 80s. We'll have a few clouds as we go through the evening and overnight hours, and we'll fall back eventually into about the mid 70s by 11 o'clock, ahead of a mild evening across the 4 states as well. We're going to take a look at that full forecast, talk about some rain chances and just how hot it's going to get here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, a Newtonian man is in custody for child abuse after a 9-month-old boy is taken to the hospital unconscious. Jordan Bogus is charged with abuse or neglect of a child. According to the Newton County Sheriff's Office, they received a call Saturday about a child who wasn't breathing. EMS took the baby to Freeman in Joplin and later transferred him to Children's Mercy in Kansas City. Now, court documents reveal Bogus told deputies he tossed the child into the air to try to comfort him. However, he didn't catch the boy. Authorities said Bogus admitted to bear hugging the child until he quit screaming. The court documents reveal the infant has abusive head trauma, but a full diagnosis may take weeks due to the boy's critical condition. Bogus is due in court October 1st for a bond hearing. A Branson, Missouri man will go to prison for the 2023 murder of a Joplin woman. Yesterday, Nicholas Berry pled guilty to the second-degree murder of Maria Whitaker. Back on April 9th, 2023, Webb City authorities responded to the call of a disturbance on the 1000 block of West 1st Street. Officers found a 39-year-old woman from Joplin unresponsive. The victim, Whitaker, was pronounced dead at the hospital. Berry was originally charged with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and robbery in the first degree. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Well, the city of Joplin is taking measures to make its streets safer and brighter. The city is expanding its streetlight program, and the city council got an update last night. KOAM's Melissa Alexis has more.
The more lighting we have, the least likely those things are going to happen.
If you drive down 15th Street in Joplin, you may notice a lack of streetlights. The owner of the Book Guy says 15th Street can become dangerous and hard to see while driving at night.
Our parking lots really tight, hard to get in and out of. And so when people are flying down here, especially late at night where it's hard to see, that can get a little bit sketchy.
Brownlee also says he's seen crimes take place at his store at night, and he believes streetlights would be a deterrent.
We've had past incidents, both vandalism, attempted theft of an automobile, attempted break-in.
But that could soon change because the city of Joplin is planning to install street lamps all along 15th Street, from Rangeline through Main.
Areas were identified through crime analysis, through our police department, as well as just general public safety and infrastructure review processes that just identify where we need streetlights.
This will be added as part of the city's street light program. Other areas they're planning to add streetlights to include South Schifferdecker and Prignor.
We're always adding new areas as the city grows, and we add new businesses and new areas of the community are developed that need streetlights.
He says the city aims to make sure there are streetlights about 300 feet apart from each other, as long as electricity in that location permits. Reporting in Joplin, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
The assistant city manager says in the areas they've added streetlights, they've seen a decrease in crime. Now, the city of Joplin will accept feedback on other areas that need streetlights online. Authorities reported particularly disturbing vandalism in Miami, Oklahoma, one targeting American flags. The local veterans on 9/11 honored servicemen and women by placing flags throughout the town. When they went to retrieve the flags after the event, they say they found 15 flags had been vandalized.
If they did one, that's bad. But, you know, for the thoughts to go, and it wasn't just in part of town, they went from one side of town over to the other, so.
City officials are asking anyone with information to call the Miami Police Department, and you can find more information on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, coming up, Erie, Kansas has a new facility that's helping address child care issues. And later, we're making garlic lovers steak in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Well, access to child care can be scarce in rural communities, but Erie, Kansas is hoping to address that problem by opening a new child care center. 44% of people in Kansas live in a child care desert, according to the Center for American Progress, and this includes Erie. Now, parents reported having to drive to Parsons or Chanute to find daycares, and the Erie Community Child Care Center was at capacity. But with the help of a grant from the Kansas Children's Cabinet, the Child Care Center has been able to build a new facility which allows them to take in more than 40 additional children.
We were full, and I had 28 on a waiting list with people calling. And I hated telling people no, but I had nowhere to put them. So when the grant came out, I thought, let's try it. Let's see if we can do this. And we got the grant, and here we are.
The new child care facility opened at the end of July. Tonight on KOAM News, we speak with Erie community members about how the access to child care is helping the community thrive. The Covenant Harvest Church in Pittsburgh breaks ground on a new building. At the new building, the Covenant Care Collaborative, also known as the C3 building, will expand the ministry's already existing services.
That the community of Christian believers are not just contained inside the four walls of this church building, that we really want to serve the community by laying down our lives and exposing to them the love of Jesus, and by that meeting some very basic and important needs that they and their families and their children have.
The Covenant Harvest Church is at 615 Frontage Road in Pittsburgh. Water and Gardens in Joplin digs into its annual Empty Bowls event. Now, the event, held at the Joplin Greenhouse and Coffee Shop, serves as a way to care for and feed the hungry in the community. From now through Saturday, patrons can pre-order a pottery bowl handcrafted by local artists. Buyers will later enjoy a serving of soup and get to take the bowls home. The money raised goes to help fund efforts to feed the community.
We love to start the event with 1,000 bowls and 1,000 bowl cozies. That really ensures us that we're going to, if we sell out, which we normally do every year, we're going to have a successful event and reach our goals.
This is the 12th year for the annual event. Well, Mercy Park in Joplin celebrated a new addition to the Rotary Sculpture Garden yesterday with a ribbon cutting ceremony. The latest addition, titled The Shape of a Woman, was sculpted by a local artist, Aston Stavern. Now, Stavern says the design reflects a woman's ability to stand tall and on her own, no matter how fast her world is spinning. Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
If you love steak, garlic, and having everyone smiling around your dinner table, I suggest you don't go anywhere.
And temperatures heating up across the area, and we could even get close to record highs by the end of the week. A look at that forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So we've still got some mostly cloudy skies out there, but those clouds will continue to clear as we head through the afternoon and evening, and temperatures will continue to climb as we head through the afternoon and evening. Future track showing those partly cloudy skies here in the next couple of hours, and eventually we could see, and this has become a little more consistent, say over the last 45 minutes or so, some shower activity is showing up in McDonald, Newton counties, and maybe as far north as just Joplin itself, so far southwestern Jasper County late this evening. I think the overall odds of seeing a shower are less than 5%, but it's been showing up for like 45 minutes, an hour now, so we'll see exactly how that one plays out. But we do have better rain chances on the horizon, but we got to get there first. For our Wednesday, temperatures will continue to warm. We'll have a southerly breeze out there, and we're going to go even warmer than we're expected to go today, and that trend also continues into Thursday and Friday. Now, by Thursday, we're partly cloudy. There is a boundary off to our west. It's triggered storms. It did so last night. There are a few remaining showers that are dying well northwest of Emporia, and it will do so again, and then it will do so again. But by Thursday, it'll be close enough that a few of these isolated showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder, might roll through the area off that initial wave by Thursday afternoon. But we have better chances for showers and thunderstorms, or at least steadily increasing chances as we head later into Thursday evening. Now, even since this morning, this has changed. It will change again. So we'll keep an eye on these rain chances, but by Thursday evening, we're looking at scattered thunderstorms at this point that'll build and roll across the area as we go through Thursday evening. Now, this morning, they were going to die out before they made it to Missouri, but again, the new updates show it at least trying to hold on as it pushes off to the north and east. We're not expecting any severe weather at this point, but it is something we'll keep an eye on because we very desperately need rain here in the 4 states, and so far, that's one of our first good chances of rain down the road. Let's talk about currents, though. We are mostly cloudy in Joplin. It is 82. It feels like 83, so not a big difference. South-southeast breeze at 7. Of course, the fog is long gone from this morning. 82 in Pittsburgh, feeling like 83. Also a south-southeast breeze. And around the region, temperatures are warming. We're already, many of us, very close to, if not at the average high for this time of year. And we're not done warming yet. Upper 70s and low 80s across the area. As we head through the rest of the day, majority of us, we're looking at highs into the upper 80s, putting us several degrees already above normal out there. Southeast breeze around 5 to 10. Well, mostly clear skies overnight tonight and mild. We should be in the upper 50s. We're almost 10 degrees warmer for most of us as we go back into the upper 60s. Could even be a lower 70-degree reading or two out there as well. As we head into our Wednesday across the area, take a look at this. Some of us, we're looking at temperatures already 10, 12 degrees above normal as early as tomorrow. South breeze 5 to 10, low 90s. And then down the road, it's going to get hotter yet. So now we're in that zone of almost 15 degrees warmer than normal as we head into Thursday and Friday as we go mid-upper 90s. Pop-up storm chances, and as we saw on Thursday, some of the new data coming in, maybe slightly better chances, and those will increase with the approach of a frontal boundary as we head into the weekend with better storm chances Saturday and Sunday. But take a look at what that front does. 94 Saturday, 58 Saturday night. It is a brief cool down, though, at this point. We'll be into the low to mid 80s Sunday and Monday, and temperatures climb back upper 80s to near 90 as we head through the rest of next week. But we could potentially reach or even break some records by the end of this week. It's going to get hot out there.
All righty, we'll have to see. Thanks, Chris. Well, stick around. We're making garlic lover steak in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, Howard is showing us how to make garlic lover steak in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Nothing beats a steak that's juicy, flavorful, and tender. So on those occasions when you want to splurge a little, I have just the thing. If you have a food processor or a blender, now would be a great time to take it out. And if you don't, no worries. You can chop all the ingredients by hand. We start by placing a bunch of fresh parsley in our chopper, along with some olive oil, fresh lime juice, a bunch of peeled garlic, and a generous amount of salt and pepper. We put the top on and pulse it until everything is well combined. You may need to scrape down the sides a couple of times, but that's easy enough. Now we pour all but 1/2 cup of this over a beef skirt steak, cover it, and place it in the fridge. After an hour or so, you'll want to turn it over so every inch of our steak soaks up all that goodness. Then it's cooking time. And you can do this indoors on a grill pan or out on your charcoal or gas grill. It only takes minutes before everything smells garlicky delicious. Once your steak is cooked just the way you like it, slice it across the grain and get ready for one of the most flavor-packed steaks you've ever eaten. To get the recipe for our garlic lover steak, you know what to do. Visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a garlicky good way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, again, above normal temperatures. In fact, we could even reach record levels by the end of the week as we go into the mid to upper 90s. Thunderstorm chances gradually increasing Thursday through Sunday. A cold front Saturday into Sunday briefly cools us, brings us those slightly better rain chances. And then we'll heat back up by next Tuesday near 90 degrees.
Quite the roller coaster for the last few days of summer.
It seems like it's been like it's a roller coaster the last few months of summer.
Hasn't it though?
That's true.
All right, thanks Chris. And Dad, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, tonight at 5, a new study suggests that air pollution significantly increases the risk of Parkinson's disease. We're going to take a look at how exposure to materials like soot and smoke can impact a person developing the disease, especially those who live in big cities. Plus, more on how Erie, Kansas is helping address a lack of childcare in its community. And today is Constitution Day, a day where we recognize the adoption of the U.S. Constitution. We're going to visit with students at Crowder College to see how they are commemorating the day. Hope you'll join us for those stories, a lot more. Of course, it's coming up today on KOAM News at 5.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dal. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.